This is the Milo Beasley Show. This is the Milo Beasley Show. There's only one thing you need to know. This is the Milo Beasley Show. And now, here's your host, Milo Beasley.
And welcome to the Milo Beasley Show, dude, episode number 196. We're getting closer to that 200 mark, and I couldn't ask for a better guest this week than Brody King. How you doing, buddy?
Good, man. How are you?
Good. We're hanging out here at Fest Wrestling, and I like these chairs because I'm a little bit taller. Like, how tall are? Oh, never mind.
It's all about posture, brother.
How tall are you, man?
I'm about 6'6" on a good day in my boots. Yeah.
Wow, I knew a 6'6" guy once. That's the end of the story. So yeah, we're hanging out here at Fest Wrestling. And
Here we are.
Yeah, and this seems like right up your alley, man. Like big punk rock crowd, like
It's
denim vest and tattoos everywhere, man.
It's the meeting of my two worlds.
Yeah.
For
So,
sure.
how did you go about working for Fest? Did they contact you, or did you say, "Oh my God, like I have to be involved with this"?
I had emailed Tony, and I had heard through Matt Cross that it was the coolest place in the world, and they had punk rock shows and wrestling. And I emailed Tony. I said, "Hey, brother, let's work this out. How do I get in here?
Right,
I need
you
to be here.
Right,
yeah.
right.
And here I am.
Yeah. So what do you think about this crowd, man?
It's awesome. They are hot, and then there's like bands playing in between, and
Yeah.
awesome.
So where are you from originally, and where do you live now? If they're two different places.
I'm from Van Nuys, California.
Oh, so
That's where I live.
that's where you live now. So being a California guy, how did you not find yourself into like the skateboard or the like not skateboarding, but like the surfing and being a surfer guy?
I don't know. I guess
Because that's like
it's
cliche.
just that,
right?
yeah, but like I don't live like super close to the beach. I mean, like the beach is probably about an hour away, and I didn't have a car when I was a kid.
Oh, okay.
So skating and stuff like that kind of appealed more because I could just do it around my neighborhood. And then through skating, I found like Punkorama from Epitaph compilations.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I used to love the
And
Punkorama
because
stuff.
of those, I bought my first CD, which was Bad Religion, Stranger Than Fiction, and then the rest is history.
Yeah, so hopefully you're involved next year with The Fest. How cool would that be,
Yeah.
right? Big
It's in October, right?
It's in October, like
Yeah.
Halloween weekend.
Yeah.
Perfect Halloween weekend, wrestling, punk rock. So who are your we have a top 5, we'll get to that later, but who are some of your favorite punk rock bands?
Oh, the list is forever long, and we can split it into fucking genres or whatever else. I mean, hardcore bands like Terror and Hatebreed and Marauder and stuff like that. Bands that are more on the heavy spectrum. Right. Punk rock bands. I mean, I've always loved Pennywise, Bad Religion. I love AFI, bands like that.
Yeah, I love AFI. I use Pennywise as I use Broham as
Oh.
the walkout. Like,
It's kind of a cheap pop.
well,
I feel like everybody knows that one.
right, but it's for deeper reasons. I had a close friend of mine in wrestling,
That's fair.
passed, so I feel the message is very strong there. So it works.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's a great song, and it works.
It is a great song.
It absolutely
Gets everyone hyped up.
And I don't know if you heard, they're actually they decided, they weren't announced at the beginning, but the last year Warped Tour, they decided we're gonna jump on those Florida dates. So
Oh, wow.
very cool.
That's awesome. Yeah.
You a Warped Tour guy?
Or
is it too like?
I was as a kid, and then because bands like Sick of It All would play, and Pennywise, and the Adolescents and the Vandals, and Bad Religion would play. But then it's then it got weird and got Hot Topic, Mall.
Pop punk,
and then weird metalcore bands, and it just didn't appeal to me as much anymore.
Yeah.
But then they've always had their bands that kind of stay true to the core of what Warped Tour is, bands like Every Time I Die and stuff like that. So, I mean, one of my good friends plays guitar in Every Time I Die, Andy Williams.
Sweet.
And,
Andy, yeah, he's
yeah.
actually involved in the wrestling, right?
He is now, yeah.
Did you get him involved in the wrestling?
I didn't, but he's been a lifelong wrestling fan.
Right.
And he's much older than I am, and he basically, when I started getting into wrestling, he just started sending me here's my favorite matches ever, and it was Dr. Death versus Kobashi,
right.
Stuff like old 80s Japan stuff, Dynamite Kid versus Tiger Mask, and it's this is the heart of wrestling.
Imagine getting Andy. We need Andy Williams here at Fest.
We do need Andy Williams here at Fest.
What can we do? Andy Williams, if you're watching this, hopefully you are, contact Tony. You have to be here. Every Time I Die, if you guys want to play, I'm just saying we have an intermission. Could you imagine?
That would be insane.
I don't know if we have enough room here.
Yeah,
at 8 seconds.
we might have to take like an hour intermission.
So another thing, obviously, you have a lot of tattoos. Obviously, I can't say how many tattoos do you have because I know there's probably some that have blended into others and stuff.
Yeah, I don't even know at this point.
Do you have a rough time frame of the amount of hours that you have spent under a gun?
I honestly have no idea.
No?
Been getting tattooed for 13 years, 12 years now.
12 years.
Yeah.
What was your first tattoo?
My entire rib cage, basically from my armpit to my butt. Like,
so you went like straight up, like I'm not gonna just start with like something on.
Yeah, it was like the whole side of my body was like, all right, yeah, here we go.
How long did that take? Do you remember?
That took probably 20 something hours. Yeah.
I have zero. I am so like. This is enough for me. Like I don't do the needles and the sound for me just makes me want to, I'm not gonna.
Like, I'm good.
I'm good. What's your favorite? Do you have a favorite? I know it's like asking what, if you have a favorite child. But
I have a couple favorites. I have my wife's name tattooed on my collarbone. It says Emily. And then I have my grandfather who passed away. There's like an airborne bulldog. He was in the Air Force.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I have his name on my arm. So those are the ones that mean a lot to me. A lot of my tattoos don't mean shit. Like people are like, "Oh, who are the girls on your arm?" I'm like, I don't know. They just look cool.
Have you got anything like when you've gone on vacation and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, whenever I was on tour with my band, I try to like get stuff from like different people in different states. So it's like people are always like, "Oh, where do you get all your tattoos?" And it's like all over the country.
Just all over.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. You have a favorite artist that you've ever been to?
Not really. I mean, I kind of like have like a handful of favorite artists and try to keep collecting work from them.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So what is so here at Fest? What is next for Brody King?
Oh, there's a lot.
A lot?
That's coming up. So
just stuff we can't talk about.
Some stuff we can't talk about. I'll be debuting for a pretty big company in the Midwest that I'm really excited for.
Awesome.
Me and my tag team partner Tyler Bateman are going to be debuting together as a team at PWG next month.
That's fantastic.
Against Walter and Tim Thatcher, and then the next night.
Hold on, wait, what?
Yeah.
That's a hell of a tag team. That's a hell of a match.
Yeah.
To have a debut. Are you a type of guy that get a little bit of butterflies? Or you just like, fuck it, it's business, it's ready to go?
I'm really excited for that match because everyone knows Walter for his chops.
Yes.
And I think I can stand up against him with mine. So
yeah,
we'll see.
That's super awesome. And where's that going to be?
PWG.
At PWG.
Pro Wrestling Gorilla. And then the next night we're wrestling Zach Wentz and Desmond Xavier, who Dez
that's another great tag team there.
Best guy.
Yeah.
So that'll be a lot of fun too.
At least there, you have a size advantage there. After getting your chest chopped in, maybe you might be, you're not facing another guy the size of Walter.
I think if you were to have like a Bizarro World tag team of me and Tyler Bateman, it would be Thatcher and Walter. Right. It's like almost this mirror match.
So we do a thing on the Milo Beasley Show called the Top 5, where I ask a random question. Top 5 after show eateries that you like to hit up.
Oh boy. Well, it really depends on where I'm at in the country, but since I'm from California, I'll just hit you with those. Top 5 after show eateries. In-N-Out is number 1.
I've never been, man.
Oh. Brother, if you ever come to California, I'll buy you your first In-N-Out.
Fantastic.
In-N-Out is king. It's open late and it's delicious at all times and it's always fresh. I love a place called House of Pies in Hollywood.
Oh.
A place in Burbank called Coral Cafe.
Okay.
Hey, I'll even go with the little McDonald's. I don't even care.
McDonald's, yeah. I like McDonald's breakfast better than dinner.
McDonald's breakfast will put me down for the rest of the day. I can't do that. And the McDonald's thing isn't all the time, but if I'm feeling a little gluttonous, McDonald's will do the trick.
All right, that's 4.
Number 5, there's a bazillion great taco burrito spots in LA, so that's usually the alternate go-to.
Cool. So before we wrap up, where can folks find you on the social medias?
Twitter and Instagram at BrodyXKing and Facebook at just Brody King.
Cool, awesome. And of course, you can find me on all the socials at The Wrestling Bum. Watch all 195 previous episodes of the Milo Beasley Show on YouTube. Just find it, The Milo Beasley Show. Anything else before we wrap up?
No, man, thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next week.
I've quit a bunch of times.
I've tried. I've tried to quit a bunch of times.
Mike has quit in the middle of matches.
Yes, I have. I've literally been laying in the middle of the ring and been like, I'm done, man. I can't do this anymore. I'm so out of shape.